Hey guys, it's Joshy here, and I'm back with another Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon theme team battle video, which is actually based off this image. Now, Joey Fontaine suggested this one ages ago and wanted me to do it. It's taken me a while to get around to, but if you guys also have theme teams or have suggested before, hit them up in the comments. I have got another one that's been waiting on the list, almost getting rolling. It just takes some time. So this was an interesting theme team. Obviously, having all dark Pokemon made it a bit bad, but I had some interesting sets and I had fun with. So, first one was against Flag, also on Discord, so do not forget to hit me up on there. Also, if you do enjoy this video, please do sucker punch that like button. So anyway, this is my Sableye. So this one was actually bred back in, by Flag for me, in Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. Now, the reason he was bred back there was originally supposed to have a slightly different set. So now he has, what does he have? He has Swagger, Psych Up, Knockoff, and Flash. So Flash being the move you can only get back then. My aim was to have a Sucker Punch instead of Knockoff. Sucker Punch instead of Swagger, and Hone Claws instead of bloody Psych Up. But unfortunately, that was the only way I was going to get my boosts off now after we got him across, and I didn't really want to have to redo it again now, Flag. So we started an interesting start here. I got some boosts off on him, and he, you know, got a couple of curses, so I was hoping he hit himself. Now I thought, you know what, I can wear him down, he's not recovering, let's just get a couple of flashes up, maybe he's not going to be able to hit me. So he gets through the first, you know, he gets through there and he hits me. I'm like, okay, thanks, that was nice. I was umming, I thought, you know what, let's just go for another flash. I can't remember if that's my second or third flash now, but unfortunately he's going to get through again. I'm like, you're going to be kidding me, you know, you're sitting just like okay, whatever, he got through. So as you can see, you'd see it on the side that it actually isn't Houndoom. This is my Zoroark. Now, the reason I thought I'd go for a Swords Dance here is because I thought I'd have some luck scaring him out with a fire move. I do carry the Flamethrower, and I am actually a serious nature with max attack, max speed. I have Swords Dance, Punishment, which I'm thinking of changing just for use later on, Knockoff, and then I also have Flamethrower. So I really should have hit him with a Flamethrower there, but I thought he'd freak out and swap. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring in Hydreigon here. I honestly, at this point of this battle was a bit crazy. I just thought, you know what, I'll go for a crunch. I forgot that he had some curses up. I thought, there's just no point. It's just stupid. I was a little bit salty already at this match, and I don't know why I didn't do anything else. I could have even gone for a damn Psych Up and risked it, but unfortunately this thing isn't missing at all, even though I've got a couple of flashes up, but don't worry about that. So I thought, oh well, let's bring in this Umbreon. So this Umbreon here is, it was a fun set, but obviously it's trolly. It's a Toxic, Mean Look, Attract, Confusion Ray set, which is really cool, and being a male, it gives you, usually if I have Attract, I usually go for female Pokemon, because I find more often than not you come into contact with a male Pokemon. But here I was like, okay, well, yeah, we'll see what happens. So I got the confusion up on this Whimsicott, but obviously this Whimsicott is going to get through, right? Literally, RNG. The battles with this team, let's just tell me now, RNG. So, get my Toxic up, and I thought, okay, well now he's poisoned, you know, I'm hoping things can go right, but now the sun's up, I'm going to put money on the fact this thing will be using a growth. So I'm really hoping that this thing will hit itself in Confusion next turn or something, because I'm planning on swapping out. I thought, let's get this ball rolling. I may even get something going really well with this Honchkrow, we'll see. So this is pretty much the main saving grace of this team. So this Honchkrow is a jolly max speed, max attack Moxie set with actually, this set I originally believe I saw a pretty similar set used by Weedle Twineedle a while ago, and that's kind of what sparked this one, with Fly MZ with Mirror Move, which works really, really well because I get a +2 in attack, and if I can come in on an attacking move, I'm going to hit really hard. That gets me up already, and then it works really well to swap in on Pokemon using ground type moves if you're going to outspeed them at next turn, especially rock Pokemon, because that way you can hit them with a super effective move. So I went for the Sea Mirror Move, but unfortunately it's going to fail there, being, you know, growth and that. But the good thing is, with the poison built up and that, and now the +2 in attack, I'm able to go for a Sucker Punch, expecting for him to attack, and I was correct, and take out Cotton Ball. So I thought, you know what, if everything goes my way here, I might even be able to get a sweep off. because I'd love to get a Haunch Crow sweep. So my Moxie now, I'm at +3 attack. So now the Krokorok comes in, I'm like, oh well, the good thing here is I know I'm going to outspeed Krokorok. So I'm just going to go straight for the Drill Peck. So it is Fly MZ with Mirror Move, Drill Peck, Sucker Punch, and I do carry the Night Slash. I could try for something else if I wanted, but I feel like the Night Slash is better, and that way I don't always have to go for Sucker Punch. So anyway, I'm now at +4, I'm looking like a thing. Now he brings in his Weasel, his shiny, or Weasel, his shiny Weasel, and I was like, cool, cool, cool. So I'll just go for a Night Slash. I don't want to risk having to, and then this thing outspeeds me. I'm like, what the hell? I did not expect this coming, and it takes me out with an Ice Punch. I'm like, bitch! Oh, no, I was salty as... But anyway, I'll bring back in Umbreon. And you guys want to see some more RNG shit? He goes for an Aqua Jet, and I'm like, okay, fair enough. Let's just get the Confusion Ray off. We'll get that first, and so I've sped this up again because it needs to. So most of this first battle is sped up. But I get a bit of recovers back, so at least he's not doing too much damage. I should be able to take care of this. So I'm like, come on, hit yourself in Confusion. Of course we don't. Gets through with the Ice Punch, hits me, and I'm like, okay, I'm frozen. Oh, who would have guessed that? So guys, now I'm frozen. So that's one turn frozen. So I thought maybe I'll wake up, get a poison off, you know, we'll see where it's going. Okay, let's go with this. So, you know, he hits himself in Confusion, at least that works. Cool, he's getting knocked down. Okay, that's 2 turns of freeze hacks, that's fair enough. Okay, yeah, fair, 2 turns, we'll see where this goes. Now, I had to show this battle off, guys. It had to be one of the ones used. Okay, so 3rd turn he gets through this time, another Ice Punch, critical hit this time. You know, loses some HP at least, but I'm still frozen, so that's 3 turns of freeze hacks. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, not cool. And I'm like, okay, come on, hit yourself again, we'll see what happens. So he does! I'm like, oh, at least something's going my way. So, you know, that's 4 turns of freeze hacks, so I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Okay, 4 turns, yeah, okay. So now he's going to snap out of Confusion. He's getting another Ice Punch off. I'm down around half health, but luckily he's going to take himself out, so I was able to take that out while frozen. And now we're into the 5th turn of freeze hacks. So this is looking fantastic. So now he brings in Savali, and he said, you know what, this is a bit ridiculous, and he's feeling a little guilty for what's been going on. So he actually went for a Flamethrower here. Now guys, if he didn't go for this Flamethrower and tried to take me out, I'm going to put money on the fact that I would have been frozen up to 30 turns or more, because it's Umbreon. And by Umbreon, I mean me, and by me, I mean my luck. But he wanted to make this more of, you know, a decent battle. So I got the Confusion off. He gets through again, goes for another Flamethrower. I think this is actually fantastic Silvally. Reason being is flying and water to me look quite similar. So if you can bring it in on the right opponent whose moves aren't going to say super effective or not very effective against a water type, a lot of people are probably going to expect a water attack when you can actually come out with a flying type attack. So anyway, he finally hits himself in Confusion. Now, there was a reason I swapped is because I really need this. So this Houndoom is a really interesting set and actually didn't do too bad in circumstances. So it has to be Mega because the stats, extra stats you get from the Mega is what's needed. Because I'm actually a max HP, I think mixed defense Houndoom with Super Fang, Toxic, Rest, and Sleep Talk. And I found in some circumstances, even battles that I didn't use because they were crappy, this guy pulled out some decent work against some Pokemon, even with the speed, getting a decent Super Fang off on Pokemon needed, and you know, then going down but taking the big chunk I needed to get out. So he brings in the Chinchino now, and I was like, okay, well, let's see what happens. So just a little bit of HP left, so I thought I'll go for the Toxic here, get it off, you know, blah blah blah. So he hasn't seen the Rest or Sleep Talk yet, so seeing all this, he's expecting probably for me to carry at least one attacking move other than that. So he actually swaps out here into his Sonic, which is his, obviously is his thing. Now I went for the Rest. Now he was expecting a swap from me here to try and save my Fire Pokemon for the end. So it would be a smart move there for him to come in, because if he can have the Chinchino for the end, I should be in trouble against him if it's this guy versus Chinchino. So now I've got the Super Fang coming through on the Sleep Talk, which was awesome. So he goes for an Ice Punch. It does not do much, and he's like, yeah, okay, I cannot stay in here. So he's got to swap back out because, well, you know, from everything he's seen move-wise, obviously his Sand Slash is the best matchup for Umbreon because I cannot poison it. And at least this guy can at least Super Fang him. So I'm taking, you know, that, alright. So I went for another Super Fang. I'm like, okay, let's get this thing down further. The Toxic's building up. It's still going to be another 2 turns of Toxic. So here I was like, oh, am I going to leave this? It's going to be close. And I just leave it on 2 HP. I could have gone for a rest to try and delay him, but that wasn't my idea here. My idea was to get this Super Fang off so that way this thing could go down to the Toxic this turn. So now I'm able to have just the 2 against the Sonic. So I'm like, okay, come on little boy, big boy, blue boy, whatever boy. So I go for another Super Fang. Yes, he's on low HP, but I literally have no other options. I could have rested and tried to work him down further and further, but at this stage I thought there's no point, because realistically all I need is my Umbreon to take him out, and what I need to try and do is confuse him so I can heal and he can hit himself in confusion, because I have no other way of touching this thing. So I get the confusion ray off, thank goodness I'm faster, and he doesn't get through the confusion. I'm like, sweet! Okay, he's just a little bit of damage, a little bit more heal from me, you know, I shouldn't go down to 1 hit, so I thought, you know what, I can't do anything this turn, let's go for the mean look. Can't poison him, can't attract, so let's go with it. He gets through confusion this stage, which I was hoping he wouldn't, gets an ice punch off, so I'm like, oh, I'm going down next turn, let's go. I'm like, come on, get through. I went for the attract just because he snaps out of confusion. He goes for Garble. I'm like, damn, that's game. And it does like nothing. And he's like, what? And I was surprised too. I asked him why he went for that move too straight off. And he said he honestly thought it would do more damage, seeing that I was on red. And to be honest, I thought it would too. But thank goodness. So now I'm able to get the other confusion off. He hits himself in confusion. And I'm able to ridiculously claim a win there. But guys, before we get any further into that, please remember that he flamethrowered me while I was frozen because of all the bullshit that had gone on so far. So he can claim that win, that's fine. But it was a really fun match. So now this one's against Richard off Discord as well. May have been someone else's Discord. I think it might have been on Pimp Nights at the stage. I was just hunting around for some battles, and I really like this one because he stated that he was using a theme team of his own to go with Pride Month, and I'm sure you can already guess it. So anyway, Solrock comes out first, and I really need to use the Solrock soon. So I looked at this and I thought, you know, all I'm going to do straight off the bat is get this knockoff off. I know it's super effective, get a bit of damage, I get rid of the normal gen, so I know this thing is ready to explode. But he gets the Will-O-Wisp off, so I thought, you know what, let's get the swagger off. If I can get a, you know, a little bit of that attack boost, we could do okay. So I'm not liking being burnt. Obviously that's not a positive for this situation, but you know, I'm like, hit yourself. So he does hit himself in confusion, does a little bit of damage. So see, this is now the tricky turn. I can easily copy the boosts he's got from 1, which is going to put my attack back to normal. But if I can get another one off and he stays in, then I can be a little bit better than just my basic attack. So I'm like, you know, let's see what's happening. So realistically, I probably should, because I'm obviously not going to get a sweep with this, is really just go for the Psych Up when he's sitting at just the +2. But especially with the burn, I wanted to try and get a little bit more. Then he pulls out the heal block, and honestly, that made me really happy because it's not a move you see too often, and it's going to work in his favour because now I'm actually going to slowly be worked out. So now he swaps into Oricorio, which was obviously pretty obvious that the Psych Up was coming. But fair enough. So I copy the stat changes. Yeah, okay, I can't heal because of heal block, so I'm going to take the burn damage. I know it's not much, but it will add up. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for the knockoff here. There's a high chance I'm not going to last more than 1 more turn, which, as you can see, I'm definitely going down next turn. I just survived there, but I'm happy to take that knockoff, you know, because I get rid of that expert belt. So the heal block's going to stop me from healing, so the burn will take Sableye out there. But you know what, the double knockoff there, I was pretty darn happy with. So I thought, you know, I'm going to bring in Umbreon here because if I can get a, it's looking good because he's opposite gender, so I can get the, what is it? The attract up, then I can, you know, see if I can get it working. Get this set going really well, because realistically, if I can get it, if I can get the first 3 turns go my way, it's pretty much my way. So anyway, it goes for a Carmine, so that's a bit worrying, but that's alright. It's alright, guys, because I'm able to get the attract off, so I'm like, okay, well, let's see. So now I'm hoping immobilized by love, you know, that's what I want, that's what happens. I'm like, woo! So now I can get the mean look off, so now he's stuck in with a 50-50 chance of each turn happening, and then if I can get the confusion off, it's even less. So I'm like, let's see what happens. And nope, he gets through, of course, and goes for the Carmine. So I'm like, oh well, at least I have him trapped in, and now he will be confused. So all I have to do after this is get the Toxic up and just keep him in confusion as long as possible, and I might get some luck. Maybe. We'll see. So anyway, I'm like, okay, well, obviously I'm going for Toxic this turn. He's confused. I'm like, I really want to see the amount of damage he's going to hit himself with. Nah, of course he gets through. I'm like, oh, well, hopefully immobilized by love. But, nah, he gets through. Gets Revelation Dance off. I'm like, you're kidding, right? At least it's still doing under half, thanks to being Umbreon and all defense based, and HP or whatever. I'm able to get the Toxic off. So I'm like, just be confused, mate. Just hit yourself in confusion. Like, it's not a big task. You got those giant pom-poms, your face is right there, just a nice little to yourself, done. So snaps out of confusion. Like, why would you still be confused? That'd be nice for me. And yeah, it gets immobilized by love though, so I went for the attract. I probably should have thought about that and gone for the confusion ray, but I didn't want to waste my PP too much. Then again, having 10, I probably could waste it a little bit down to 5, but that would have been a smart turn to go for it. So I'm like, okay, well, let's hope it's immobilized by love again, but of course it's not. It's going to get the Revelation Dance off. I'm like, let's see, I should live this, and I do, obviously. Get the Confusion Ray off this turn. I'm like, good, okay, statistically, he shouldn't be attacking me next turn. I should be seeing some effects of this, and yes, I could have sped this up a little bit, but I didn't think this partner really needed to as much for this battle. And I'm like, well, at least the Toxic's wearing him down, so he shouldn't be on too much more. So I'm like, okay, if he hits himself in confusion, that's it this turn, that's great. Nah, gets through confusion. I'm like, that's alright, just last. Nope, gets through the love. I'm like, God, I am hated by this Oricorio and RNG at this point. So I'm going down. So I haven't touched one yet, but at least this thing has almost gone down. So I thought, let's bring in Hydreigon now. If I'm lucky and he's still confused, he's going to hit himself in confusion here. But if I outspeed, which I do, I can get the Psych Up off. Now, I do not have any special attacking moves. I am a weakness policy Psych Up Acrobatics Crunch set with Swagger and Psych Up as well. So I do unfortunately get a speed drop there, which really does suck. I mean, it would have been great if this Oricorio somehow outsped me. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't have, because my weakness policy would have activated and I would have copied. So I'm now +2 in attack and +2 in special defense. So if I just didn't have that drop in speed, I'd be much more of a dangerous Pokemon. So now he's going to swap into his red, which is his Sizzle. And I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going to get outsped, which I do. And Hydreigon's going to go down there, which sucks. Because if he had himself in confusion, there's a small chance to... I didn't mean to drop that. There's a small chance that he may have lived there. So anyway, I thought bring in Houndoom. I was hoping to actually scare him out. That was my tactic at this point, is to scare this Sizzle out with this turn's idea. I thought, you know, he might bring in Soul Rock and see what happens. But no, he stays in, and I'm going to go for the Super Fang. I thought, you know, that does... Yeah, I can't poison him, but let's see how much damage he does. And he does, you know, just under half, around a third. So I could easily, without speeding, keep prolonging my life and piss him off. But I had a plan here. So I thought, I'm not 100% sure what he's running, but with the leftovers, I'm assuming he's more of a defensive set. Could be defensive offensive, but I'm sure it's not a speedy-based set. So I thought I'm just going to go for 1/3 and final Super Fang, and there's a reason behind this, is because I was hoping to get him as low as possible, excuse me, HP wise, because I thought I'm going to follow this up with my Honchkrow here, because I really feel like this is a good chance to get the ball rolling like it should. Now, yes, I obviously am not coming in against a move that's going to be super effective against him in a Z mirror move, but guys, it doesn't really matter, because +2 and that smaller HP, I think I'm going to be able to take him out. And so I do outspeed, which is fantastic. So now I am able to use Fly MZ on the mirror move, which is awesome, because now I get to use it is Savage Spin Out, right? I'm pretty, yeah, okay, cool. I wasn't 100% sure, because I've been thinking of Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, damn, I guess they're the competition things. So anyway, I get that Savage Spin Out there with a +2 in attack, and I'm going to be able to take out that Sizzle, which is fantastic. So now I have +3 with the Moxie in attack, and I haven't taken any damage. Plus I got rid of that Oricorio, which could have been a bit of a problem. So now he's going to bring in Blue, which is the Vaporeon, and I know I'm going to outspeed, so I'm just going to go for a Drill Peck, and that with +3 is definitely going to take that thing out. So I'm like, easy done, easy dude. So Moxie's now got me +4, so I am looking like a fantastic threat. Orange is going to come back out, obviously hoping to outspeed or live something, but I have the Night Slash and I know I will outspeed. Obviously, if he could have somehow lived earlier with that thing or had it in against me, an explosion would have been very threatening, but got my hands on it quick enough. And, you know, I'm carrying the Sucker Punch, but you got to play those games correctly. So now Purple's coming in. And, you know, I went for the Drill Peck because I didn't think I'd take him out with a Sucker Punch, and so I thought, you know, I haven't revealed Sucker Punch either yet, so I'm going to try and avoid so until I need it. But realistically, guys, I don't need it without that. So now I'm down to the last one. I got another Moxie boost. So what's that? 3, 4, 5. I am max attack. And now he brings in green, his final Pokemon, which is the Virizion. And I'm like, okay, if this thing outspeeds me, which it does, I was wondering if he has a Z move based on, if he had like Fightium Z on Focus Blast, I had a chance that I was going down here. But no, he goes for the Reflect. I'm not sure exactly what set he was running, but unfortunately for him, I'm going to take him out there, and I'm actually going to win that one 2-0 there. I didn't even get to bring out my my Zoroark, which could have worked alright bringing it out against the Sizzle there, but whatever works, whatever works. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, as I said earlier, sucker punch that like button. Don't forget to use the comment section down below, especially if you have some suggestions, theme team sweeps, all those type of things, challenges, or just want to say hi, how you going, anything like that, use the comment section. Now, if you had a theme team you suggested like this one a while ago and I haven't done, you're welcome to remind me down below, but there is one I am working on at this point that someone did suggest around the same time as this one, but I've maneuvered a couple of different Pokemon in that team, and there's a couple I have to really work hard to get because they're not easy to obtain, the ones that I want to use. Yeah, and do not forget Discord, Twitch, Twitter, and those things are linked below as well. So it'd be great if you guys could jump on there if you're not. But anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.